Windows OS, which is operating system for beginners. On your Windows, you have a department or a compartment in that particular Windows that is called control panel. What is the control panel all about? What do you need it for? As a beginner, I usually tell people not only to learn Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and so on, you also need to understand your computer. You need to know how to adjust some settings on your computer without calling an engineer or look for anybody to do that for you. That is the part of a training that a beginner should actually have. And that is why I want to talk about that in this short but impactful training today. Now, before I show you where the control panel is and how to actually use it, let's discuss a little bit about it. What is control panel? The control panel is a powerful tool in operating system like Windows. So if you are using Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, Windows 11, it doesn't matter what version of Windows that you are using, there is a control panel on your system. And the job of the control panel is to allow you to view or change system settings. You can do that to take note of the underlying words, view or change system settings. So if you want to change some settings on your computer, where do you do it? That is the question. The answer is you go to the control panel to do that. So I'm going to be taking you on that, and let's look at, some of the options you can adjust from the control panel. Okay, before we dive into the practical aspect of it, for example, your system hardware. Hardware talks about all the physical components on your computer. All of those hardware, you can access or adjust them from the control panel. What about the software? All the software that you have running on your computer, they are actually being managed in the control panel. That is where you see the list of applications that are installed to your system, and then the user's account. You want to give somebody else access to your computer to be able to log in. That is the user's account. You can remove, you can add the user account from the control panel. You can as well uninstall a program, an application you have not used for a long period of time, and it's occupying space on your computer. You want to get rid of it. You do that from the control panel. Sometimes some people don't even know how many software do they have on their computer. They don't know whether they even have a particular software or not. All the programs, which is also called software, application software that are running on your computer, can be managed from the control panel. You can also change the display setting. You want to change your time zone. Maybe you move from one place to another. You want to change the time zone. You do that from the control panel. And also the network setting. All of this and many more can be done from the control panel. So this is why I really want to explain that to you. And right now we are going to jump into the computer, and then I will show you how to go about that. Now, how to access the control panel on your computer. You come over, depending on what operating system you are using. This is Windows 11 operating system. So click on the Start button and then type over Control panel. When you type that, you are going to see Control panel when you start typing. Okay, if you are using Windows 10, all you need to do is to click the window logo, and then you are going to see the search bar where you can actually type what you are looking for. Then you come over to Control panel. Now, so when you launch the control panel, you type it and you come over to this page. Yours might not look like this. It could just be because of the view by. Okay, that's what is making it to be different from what you are seeing on my screen. On my hand, if I view by large icon, this is what I'm going to have. Maybe yours, let's go over to the view by small icon. You might see it like this. And then let's go over here by category. You can see it like this. So if yours is like this, because it is your control panel is being viewed by category, by large icon is going to be like this. So all the icons we are seeing here, they are tools. They are Windows tools. They are tools in your Windows operating system. Remember, if you are using Windows 7, Windows 10, or Windows 11, this particular class is relevant to you. If you are using an Apple computer, it is not. So this is just basically on Windows. Okay, there's a way to actually check the program install on Apple computer. That's not the focus for the training today. So we are dealing with Windows operating system. Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 11, whatever version of Windows you are using, you have a control panel. Now, all of the tools you see here, they are actually categorized under category. So that is why you can view either by category or you can view by the icons so that you can see all the tools that we have in the control panel. Now, I'm going to be working with category. Let's take a look at it from the category. From my end here, you can see that we have how many categories here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. System and security. What is this all about? This has to do with all the settings that you need for your system. You can see the backup settings, and then the backup and restore. You want to restore back, some of the from the previous backup that you have done. This is network setting. You can connect to the internet. You can view the network status when you are not being connected. You want to check why your system is not on the internet. You can actually do that from the network and internet. Hardware and sound. Okay, if you are having some hardware issue, maybe you plug an external device to your laptop and then the laptop is not seeing the external device, you might want to come to hardware and sound to check that. This is program, and then this is user account, appearance and personalization, clock and region, ease of access. So as a beginner, let's begin with programs, and you can see, let's start from the program. We look at some of the settings that we have under the control panel in this class today. If there's any other one that we are not going to discuss or that I don't mention today and you want me to talk about, please don't hesitate to drop that in the comment section of this video. All right, now let's look at program. What do you have under program? This is where you know all the programs that are installed on your computer. When I talk about programs, I'm talking about application software. Remember, softwares are generally divided into two: system software and application software. If you have not watched my lesson 1 of computer training for beginners, I recommend that you watch that lesson for a better understanding of that. So this is an application software. All the application software, which is otherwise known as program, that are installed on your computer, you can access them from here. So if I click on program, let's take a look, and I do program and features. Now you are going to see all of them display, and then it's like a tabular form. You can see the name of the software in this column, the name column. You can see the publisher column. This is talking about the developer of the software. Then you can see the date that the software is installed on my computer. You can see the size of the software, and then you can see the version column. So we have the name, publisher installed on, the size and version column, and then you can see all the software arranged in a row here. Now if you look down to quickly look at the summary, you can see that currently installed programs on this computer is taking the space of 15.4 gigabyte space from my hard drive. So, and peradventure I don't have space again, I don't know what to delete. If I'm not using all the software here, I don't need to keep them. So I can just easily come to this end and remove all the software that I am no longer using or I have not even used before. Maybe somebody just get you a system and they install software there and you don't need them. You can remove them in order to make way for other things on your system. At the same time, it will make your memory to work better and your system to perform better if you don't keep the software that are not necessary, that you are not using on your computer. So that is that. You can see the size, and for me right now I have 87 programs installed. So if you want to check whether you have a particular software installed or not, this is how to go about it. Just come over here and check through the software. You can also look at the publisher. These are from Microsoft, and then this is from Adobe system. You can see all the developer, the publishers of the software here, and then you can just go through. Do I have Microsoft here? Microsoft Office. By the time you press on and check all the Office, you are going to see all the software that are installed on your system. So that is how to actually check the software. Now if I don't need any software again from here and I want to get rid of it, what do I need to do? What you need to do is very, very simple. You just click on the software that you don't want to use any longer or that you are not using. Let's say for example now I don't want to this software, I'm no longer using it. I click on this and I come over to uninstall. I'll click on it. Then you are going to see a notification here, a pop-up. Now this will uninstall gradually. Do you want to continue? This is a question mark. So you do yes or no. I always advise anytime you are installing or uninstalling a software on your computer, make sure you read what you have on the screen before you hit yes or no, or next or not or back. Make sure you read. Please, I cannot overemphasize on that. Don't let your mouse be faster. I mean, your cursor should not be faster than your eye. Read what is on the screen, and then you will be able to make the right choice, because sometimes you want to install a particular software and they are offering you something in addition to that one which you don't really want. So if you don't read, you will not be able to uncheck what you are supposed to uncheck before you continue. So it's always important to make sure you read. So when I go through this, definitely I want to uninstall. So all I need to do is to do continue. So it will go ahead and get rid of it from my computer. And after that, you might be asked to restart your system. So this one is saying that you want to uninstall it from the browser tab as well. But currently now, I'm not connected, so I don't have problem with that. So I can close this. Then you restart your system, you check through, you are not going to find it again. So this is how to uninstall a software. You don't uninstall by clicking on it on your desktop and press delete key. That one is to remove file from your computer. To uninstall the program, the application or software from your system, you only do it from this hand, which is under program. Okay, you click on it and then you go to the top bar and you hit uninstall. When you do that, it's going to run through the process. You watch it. You know, if you're asking you to do next or check something, you do that. And after that, you restart your system. The software is gone out of your system, and then it can leave the space around. So not by deleting. If it's a file that you want to get rid of, you click on the file and then you press the delete button, then you remove the file. But when it comes to software, this is how to actually uninstall it from your system. Now let's go back to our control panel. This is under program and feature. So we have removed a software and show you how to do that under program. Another important thing that you should know as a beginner, which is very important, is the clock and region. For example, if you leave your country, you travel to another country, automatically your system time is not going to change. Or if you are getting a system, maybe let me say from another country coming down to your country, the time region of that system will automatically be imported together to your system. So it's not going to change because the location of the system has changed. It is your responsibility to change not the time, but the region. Okay, you need to change the time zone. When you do that, your time will automatically be okay. Okay, there are times that your system times may be late or not okay because the CMOS battery. I've also done a training about that. If you check the description section of this video, you are going to see where and how I explain on some of the components on your computer and the fault they can develop and how to fix them. I talk about CMOS battery. So that video is in the description section of this video, and then also up over here. Then you can see it and check that. But apart from that, if you don't have problem with the CMOS battery, it could be because of your region. Okay, your time zone. If the time zone is not correct, definitely your time will not be correct. So how do you do that? Come over to clock and region, click on it, then look at it. What do we have here? Set the time and date, change the time zone. So this is what you want to do most cases. Let's click on this, and then you can see date and time over here. So if your date and time is correct and then you are okay with the format of the date and time, no problem. But your time zone, currently now my time zone is West Central Africa. You can see UTC plus 1. That is the time zone. So if I move out of here, maybe the next day, and I travel down to US, I'll have to change my time zone by coming here and change it from West Central Africa. I will hit here, and then I'm going to, depending on the area, so whether I'm going to go with +6, if I go to, depending on which country you go to, the state you go into, you are going to see the time zone over here. And then you're going to see the time difference. This is Dakar. So you go ahead and pick the time zone that is suitable or based on your location. As soon as you do that, look at what the time is saying currently on our time. This is 1:08 p.m. Now let's go ahead and choose maybe Dakar. okay, this time zone, this UTC +6, all right, instead of the +1 that I have, okay, my time from 1:08 is going to change to what? 6:08 p.m. You can see right now. So this is what's going to be the new time by the time I hit OK from my system. So that happens a lot of time. I think it is important for a beginner to know how to adjust their time zone. So maybe you don't like the way your date, instead of coming out as 19th November, you want to change the way it is, then you can actually do that as well. How do you do that? Let's cancel. You go to region, and under region you can see the short date, the long date. You can click here and change the way your date and then your time is displayed. And then the first day of the week, if you don't want to make Sunday the first day of the week, maybe Monday, why not? Okay, it's your choice. You can do that from here and your system will be configured accordingly. So these are part of the things that we do in the control panel. And then talking about the user account as well, this one I can add another user. I can remove an existing user from my computer. I don't want somebody to log into my desktop, but I want them to be able to use my computer. So I can create an account for them so that they can log in directly to their own desktop still on my computer and be able to work. So in that case, you do it under user account. You come to user account, you click on that. You can see the current user account, manage another account. You are going to see the other user account that is here. If I click on this right now, I can change the account name from this name that is there. I can create a password for this account. I can change the account type, and then I can delete the account. So this account right now is a standard account, meaning that it has a limited option. This account cannot uninstall software from my computer because it's a standard account. So for you to be able to install a software, the account that is installing must be an administrator account. So for security's sake, we have to make this a standard account so that the person using it can also log in, be able to do the basic thing using all the software that they want to use, but not able to tamper with the settings and then the software itself by removing them. So that's the reason for this. So that's what you can do under this, and then you can actually also change this image maybe to the picture of whoever you want to put here, or a logo that you want to use here. You can do that as well. Okay, you click on the account name, you can change the name as well. All of those things can be done under the account users account of the control panel. The last thing I would like to discuss today here is the appearance and personalization. So let's click on that, and then you can see the taskbar. Now this is the taskbar on this computer. This is where you have the window, you have the search bar, and then you have this option as well. Now if I click on this taskbar and navigation, the setting will come up. So I can turn on and turn off. Look at it, this search box. If I don't want to see it, maybe I want search icon only. Look at it, the icon. Okay, that search bar that I type control panel is gone. So I can bring it out again by clicking on here and do search icon and label. You're going to have both the icon and the label. So if I want only the search box, so this is what you are going to have. So this is the search box only. So all of the changes you make here will reflect in your taskbar. This is task view. This task view, this is on Windows 11. It helps you to work on 2 different desktops at the same time. I can turn it off, you can turn it on. So that's one of the reasons why you see some people's system, you wonder, we are using the same operating system, why am I not seeing something on my end? It could be because of the settings that they have applied to theirs, which you have not done on your own. What about widgets? Look at this, click on this, and then you turn it off again. This is the widget, it's going to come on and off. So there is a lot of features you can do. This is what we call personalization. And then under this personalization is just taskbar that we have here. So many other options are available over there as well. Okay, so that is actually part of what you have under appearance and personalization. Now, if you want to learn more, you want to have a one-on-one class with me, okay, I will definitely tell you to go over to the description section, and then you see a link there to our website. You can just look at all the courses that we have, and then you register for a class. And you can reach out to me as well via the contact number displayed on the screen. That is the WhatsApp number for Flourish ICT Academy. I will be glad to be part of your IT success story. So don't hesitate to get in touch, whether you need a personal training or you need a career counsel and advice, anything related to IT. don't hesitate to reach out. You like this video and share it with other people so they can get to know more about their computers. So if you have any question, like I said, don't hesitate to get in touch. Thank you once again for taking your learning journey with Flourish ICT Academy. See you in the next class. Bye for now.